Hello and welcome to this taste challenge. We have two Canadian blended whiskey. One is all the way produced in Canada, imported through Connecticut into the United States, and it's $4.99 for the, well, at Winn-Dixie it was $44.99, and with two glasses, one of those gift packages, which are a great value. If you can catch those around right after the Christmas and New Year's holidays, you can get some great deals because the stores are trying to get rid of the gift packs, once it's over. All right, so here is Rich and Rare Canadian whiskey with natural flavors. 80 proof, bottled by Sazerac Company, Frankfort, Kentucky. Now, if you get Old Charter or Old Taylor or Eagle Rare, all three of which I saw at Walmart today, it's going to say Buffalo Trace, Frankfort, Kentucky. But Sazerac, if it's one of these kind of brands, it's going to be Sazerac Company, Frankfort, Kentucky. If it's a brand they really want to push, especially bourbon, it's going to say Buffalo Trace. Is it two different facilities? Wrong. It's the same facility. Buffalo Trace is owned by Sazerac, so they can call it whatever they want. It is Sazerac because they own it. And that name's only going back 28 years. Before that, it was known as Shinley Enterprises Distillery. You know how doesn't that have a nice ring to it? Shinley Enterprises Distillery. Well, Sazerac didn't think so, so they changed it. They rebranded it as Buffalo Trace. All right. Crown Royal, introduced in 1939 for the royal visit of King George VI and his wife Elizabeth to Canada. It was so popular that they made it a year-round brand, not just for the royal visit. Wasn't sold in the United States till 1964, so it was a Canadian-only special, Canadian-only product. Not what was a special at first. Then Seagram's, who introduced it in 1939, decided let's make it a product available to the United States. Now it's wildly popular around the entire world, wildly popular. The most popular Canadian whiskey in the world. It's the most popular whiskey of any sort in Louisiana. Jack Cottrell, good afternoon. Oh, hey, Jack. I think the second most popular whiskey in Louisiana is probably Fireball, the Canadian whiskey with cinnamon flavor. I've never tried it, but I see people going crazy for Fireball, which is really a whiskey liqueur. It's not technically a whiskey. It's a liqueur made with whiskey. But anyway, so Crown Royal. Pour a little bit, have some water in there. Pour a little bit in the glass. This D'Amore glass. And this is you say, well, you did a taste challenge already. You're doubling up. It's true. But this taste challenge right now is for tomorrow. It's the Wednesday slot. You say, I bet you drink whiskey off and on all during the day. I bet you would lose that bet because one a day, that's it. One challenge a day is enough for me. Rich and Rare, okay. Yeah, it's that typical Sazerac bottle with the lip at the bottom and the tapered, it's got the wide shoulders and it tapers down. And some will taper more than others. I know that. Some are really more narrow at the bottom. This one isn't so much. But Royal Canadian, Rich and Rare. I think Canadian Limited has the same bottle. It goes on and on and on. Sazerac got a few standard bottles and they just keep using them. Ancient Age, Benchmark, Canadian Hunter. They're all about cost cutting and whatever. Okay, I'm not saying that's in the product. I think they make good products. It's just that they're really careful about cost control. All right, Kenan Whiskey. This is a real brand. It's not some store brand. You've probably seen it in your town. It was introduced in 1961. So we're about to have the 60th anniversary. Will there be a big celebration? You know there won't be. Watch them have one. All right, no, but there won't be. But oh hell, pour too much. Feels about even. I don't think it's going to be much of a challenge. Now, who introduced Rich and Rare in 1961? It was a company called Gooderheim. Gooderheim Distilling of Canada. Yeah, I know you haven't heard of their products lately, have you? That's right, because they're no longer around. They got bought out like so many other companies. They were they were kind of like a mid-size. If you're mid-size, you don't stay mid-size because you get bought. 40 Creek started getting big, started getting popular. Craft style Canadian whiskey got bought. Okay, beautiful plastic cap for Crown Royal there. And the plastic black, standard cap for the Rich and Rare. I wish they would go back or at least have a special where they had those squared off embossed bottles for Rich and Rare. If you look at some old, like do a image search on Google or Bing or Yahoo and type in Rich and Rare and put the images on large, and you'll see that is say the world of Gooderheim liquors, and it'll show Rich and Rare in that squared off bottle. And but I guess when Sazerac bought Gooderheim or parts of Gooderheim, I don't know who ever bought it, but they change hands like you change your hat or clothes, and they just went to the standard Sazerac bottle, got rid of that fancy pants. Does Sazerac make some fancy pants bottles? You know it. They sure do. Eagle Rare, Double Eagle, Blanton's is unique. Trying to think. Old Charter is a unique bottle. Well, many. But then they have a lot of standard ones. They just interchange, for the less expensive brands. Well, as you can see, forgot to do the chimes this morning. This is Golden. Got some nice little alcohol legs. Golden Canadian blended whiskey. This is Amber. Crown Royal's Amber. Price. I was in Walmart just now, and I forgot to check the price for Canadian Limited. I could have just glanced at it, but I looked it up on the internet here to show the price in my town. That's the convenience of the internet. And it said the World Wide Web. It said $8.47. That sounds about right. Used to be $7.99, but prices have gone up, so 48 cents more. But in the last 10 years, I don't think prices have gone up much. $8.47 a bottle, $7.50. Crown Royal. Somebody's running a sale this week. Oh yeah, it was Walmart. I was just in there, and they had Crown Royal for $22.99. $22.99 for $7.50. So we're talking about round off $23 versus $8.47. Now with the Walmart pack they got right now, the gift, it's like a little summer special gift pack. They got 2 tumbler glasses in there. Nice thick glass tumbler glasses, say CR on it. $22.99. Good deal. I'd buy it. Don't need any more glasses though. But then next week when Dixie might have it for $22.99, then Rouse's will take their turn for $22.99, and then Zaccardo's will take their turn. Am I implying that these stores get together and they agree on prices behind the scenes? I'm not implying jack. I'm just saying check your sales pages and notice a pattern. That's all I'm saying, but whatever. But anyway, I just say check your sales ads and notice a pattern. Check your sales ads and notice a pattern. I never see them running it concurrently, but could be just dumb luck, pure chance. Ha, ha, ha. Good thing about Diageo, who owns Crown Royal now for the last 20 years after Seagram's went out of business. I hadn't seen this lately, maybe because of all the Corovis, but they oftentimes run coupons, rebate coupons about 3 times a year. You'll see it hanging off the bottles. It'll say save $8 or whatever. And it's like a pattern. It's like a formula. Like if you buy one, $7.50, it's like you got to buy 2 of them to get the 8 off. You were going to buy them anyway, so you get $8 off. Not at the register, but you got to send in the little card, and they'll send you the money back. Takes about literally 6 to 8 weeks. They're banking on, I know what they're banking on. People are never going to get around to filling out the card and send it in. and they're going to forget about it, and they keep the $8. I know how that works. I'm not going to forget. I'm sending it in. Take me long to sit down, put it in an envelope, write the address out, stick a stamp on it. So I get the $8 minus the whatever the stamp costs. It's a good deal. This smells like Crown Royal. Just standard whiskey. Y'all know what standard whiskey smells like. Maxwell, hello, Ron. Hey, Maxwell, join us again on another Wednesday if you'd like. We're doing summer beers this Wednesday. Summer beers. Summer beers. That's tomorrow night, 7:20 Eastern, 7:30 more likely. I always get delayed, but you could come on as early as 7:20. Very standard, pungent grain, fermented distilled grains. A full nose. You can. It's almost like you could smell the grain in the bottle. It's like you could smell the interior plains of Canada. I'm not saying that to be flip or glib or anything. It just literally smells that way. The prairies. Okay. Now, rich and rare. Funny thing. It's not rare, since you can buy it at Walmart, Mathern's, Winn-Dixie, everywhere. Circle K gas station. You know, racetrack gas station. They usually have it in the half-size bottles. Is it rich? I mean, not as much as Crown Royal. If you want to be techno, like Larry Holmes said in 1985, when he lost to Michael Spinks, if you want to be techno, Crown Royal got more richness than rich and rare. Oh, but it isn't a bad aroma. It's just a little tamped down. But same thing, grains, multi-grain. You say multi-grain. Oh, boy. Yeah, it is. Majority grain, corn. Pulverized, invariably, yellow corn grits, or as we might say in Eastern Europe, polenta. In Romania, Bucharest. Or in Minsk. Then the rye. Canadian whiskey's noted, or used to be noted, for having a slightly higher rye content, giving it a spicy flavor. And the malt whiskey, pure barley malt whiskey. In Scotland, they would call it single malt whiskey, sort of like that. And other flavorings. Canadian whiskey can have other flavorings. If you haven't watched my videos before, they can have flavorings such as wine of various sources, probably sherry wine. Has to be barrel aged, though. It has to be aged in small wood. Could be rum, brandy, American bourbon, a combination of all three, or all four, or one of them, or two of them, or none of them. Doesn't have to be flavored. Canadian whiskey has a wide latitude. As long as it's aged a minimum of 3 years, the youngest whiskey has to be at least 3 years aged in a wood barrel. Can it be charred? Yeah. Does it have to be charred? No. Can it be a new barrel? Yeah. Does it have to be a new barrel? No. Can they add color into the whiskey? Yeah. Do they have to? No. Can they filter the whiskey before they put it in the barrel? Yes. Can they blend it before they put it in the barrel? Yep. Can they blend it after they put it in the barrel? You know, age each whiskey separately, then blend them, then bottle it. Any way you want to do it, you can do it. If you think all Canadian whiskeys smells and tastes the same, you obviously have not smelled and tasted too many Canadian whiskeys, because I can assure you right now, they do not all smell and taste the same. Similar. Yeah. Do they have a, well, you know, companies have a house style, okay? Do Canadian whiskeys have a country style? A style that is, evocative of Canada? Yes, I think they do. Do some people hate Canadian whiskey? Sure. Do some people love Canadian whiskey? You know they do. I'm already tell you what it is. I know already. I'm going to call it, but I'm going to be careful. I'm going to say this is an unofficial guess right now. This is the Crown Royal. This is the Canadian Limited, but I am going to let myself taste it, but that's my preliminary assessment, and I think I'm very much on the right track. But we shall see. Here we go. And then I'm going to eat lunch. I got some salad I'm going to make, and then I've got some red beans and rice with sausage. Oh, yeah. All right. Quintessential Canadian whiskey. Clean, sweet corn, rye, spice, a nice bready bread dough, malt whiskey, bread dough, malt whiskey, think bread dough, think bread dough, think malt whiskey, think malt whiskey, think bread dough, think bread dough, think malt whiskey, think malt whiskey, think bread dough, think bread dough, think malt whiskey. Put those together, you can run with it, and more than likely you'll get it right. Okay. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. I don't know what Sazerac is using in their Canadian whiskeys to give it this unusual Sazerac house style flavoring. Does caribou taste like that? Man, I don't know. I never had caribou. What about VO? That's Sazerac now. No, VO don't taste like it. VO tastes like Seagram's Crown Royal. Uh-oh. Tastes like Crown Royal. More or less. Man, it's some kind of flavor. And I don't know. I just think it's cream sherry. I don't think it's cream sherry. Are they allowed to use cream sherry in Canadian whiskey? You're doggone right they're allowed to use cream sherry in Canadian whiskey. Can't go above 10%. As long as it's 80 proof or higher, age 3 years, run with it. It can be so exotic. Is there a higher grade rich and rare that's more similar to Crown Royal without this strange flavoring, which is natural flavor, it's not artificial flavoring? Yes, there is. It's called Rich and Rare Reserve. That's coming up to Thursday, God willing. I'm planning to do it Thursday morning, Dawn Busters. That'll be the end of Canadian whiskey for the longest time. Because we got blenders coming up, baby. We got Grants. Not a world-class product. But not as bad as my friend David's making it out to be. He said, that stuff's low end. I said, well, you know, it's $23.99. But, I mean, it's not high end, of course. He said, my father-in-law used to drink that stuff, and he had diabetes, and he said it wouldn't mess up your diabetes, which I don't know where he got that from. But he said he drank it because it was low end, and it was cheap, and it didn't make him sick. I say, oh, well, if it works, it works. If it works, it works. I watched the videos for Grants. I talked to Barzini. I can make the same deal with him and still keep my casino. You know what I'm saying? I watched the videos for Grants. Did people brag on it? No. But on the other hand, in most of the videos, did people slag on it? No. They're all saying about the same thing. It's kind of nice, you know? It's kind of dull, but it's not bad. It has some interesting little characteristics and everything. So, yeah, you want to know the truth? Don't mention this. Let's keep this a secret. We won't talk about this outside of this video. But I tried Doers. Tell you the truth, I think Grants tastes a little better than Dewar's, but I don't want to get caught. You'll never get me to repeat that. No, baby, you won't hear me saying that no more. People gonna want to cash me outside if they hear me saying Grants tastes a little bit better than Dewar's. I was gonna talk about how I thought Dewar's was so strongly, harshly grain, and not in a smooth way. But I ain't gonna mention it. Let's go back to this. It's Crown Royal. Let me just call it because I don't want to waste time. CR Crown Royal. Ha 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 ha. I knew I'd get it. Is that me being an expert? No, it's that they don't taste alike. Blake TV. Cheers, Ronald and everyone. Sorry, Blake, I'm not doing vodka, but I have tried a number of vodkas. I drank a whole bottle of Sazerac's Taka vodka once. Not all at once. You know, it took me months. Then I bought another small bottle. Drank that on video review. Then I bought the Taka 100. The 100 proof. Whoa, watch out, baby. Don't play with that because it will play with you. Now, that's no joke. If you play around with Taka 100, it will play with you. It will play with you. Now, I can't emphasize that anymore. I did the Crown Rust vodka. Well, that was an interesting product. It had a little piece of black floating in it, a little chunk. I think that was a piece of charcoal, must have broke off. I didn't know what else it could have been. Crown Rust. Oh no. You know what? It wasn't too bad though. I seen Crown Rust as a well vodka at so many places. I'm not gonna say who they were. Some of those places you pay a lot. Huh. I did Katz and Bestoff vodka. I didn't do a video though. That was before I did video reviews. Katz and Bestoff. It wasn't bad. Tasted eerily similar to Taka, which makes sense since they're coming from the same producer. Haha. So I'm not exactly an amateur with vodka. And I did the what else I did? I did the I saw that Velikov, you know, the Velikov. Well, I hope this is not a stain on my pants because these are nice shorts. Might have been some toothpaste that got on them. I'm gonna have to get a wet towel. The Velikov. Yeah, it's low grade. What do you think? It's from Heaven Hill. But for $3.99 a liter, $3.99 a liter. I mean, even if it's bad, it's good. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's bad, it's good for $3.99 a liter. I'm not kidding about that. I almost bought it. I almost said but I said, no, I don't have time to play around with vodka. I really do not. But if I was a vodka guy, I'd have bought that bottle going out without any kind of serious hesitation. I'd have bought that so fast it'd have been silly. There is no way you can buy a liter of vodka anywhere in the United States cheaper than $3.99 unless you're buying it out of somebody's trunk. You know, behind the gas station. I wouldn't do it because if you drink it, you're going to die. You know, it's that kind of thing. You know, it looked like they took Scotch tape and put the label on. That's because they did. You're drinking shellac, fool. But there is no way you can buy a liter of vodka for $3.99 anywhere in the United States, unless you come down here and I'll take you for a ride. Is it great vodka? Come on. What you think it is? All right. But back to this. Crown Royal, it's standard, it's basic, and it's really good. What I mean by that is it like rich? Like, oh, I can't believe it. It's so great. I never experienced anything like this in Canadian whiskey. It changed my life. I got to reassess my future and my career and my relationships with everybody. No, you're not going to think that. You're just going to say, well, it's $22.99. I'm going to mix it with Coke anyway. You know, all I'm going to do is make mixed drinks because 99.9% of the people I know that drink Crown Royal, every day they be making cocktails. Exactly. And that is what it does. And it's perfect. It's no faults. Why do you think it's in every store, in every bar in America? You say, it's marketing. It's marketing. Come on. Why are you so full of hate? Why are you so full of anger? Why are you so full of anxiety and paranoia? You know it's not all marketing. People like it, okay? They don't drink it because they hate it. They drink it because they like it. People say this all the time on Facebook and the internet. The only reason Bud Light's popular is because of marketing. Do you think 50 million people a day drink Bud Light because they hate it? Wake up, okay? All right? We like craft beer. I drink craft beer every day of my life, basically. I like it. I buy it. But I'm not going to get on the internet talking about people only drink Bud Light because of marketing. I have enough sense to know this is not the case. You know, enough's enough. People need to wake up. You're actually hurting the craft beer movement, if you want to call buying products a movement, which I would not do. But you actually hurt the movement saying stuff like that, man. It's like, that's not going to make people want to drink craft beer, saying that people only drink Bud Light because of marketing. No, don't say those kind of things. What, do you secretly work for Bud Light? If I was Anheuser-Busch, I would pay people to go out there and say stuff like that. Because it would help me. All right. Hello, everyone. Hope y'all are having a good day. I am, but it's hot. Oh, man, it's hot. Ooh, but luckily we only have 5 more months of it. Ha. And then we got 2 months of coolness, and then it'll start getting hot again. Low end certainly doesn't mean bad. It says GNJK. Hey, Ryan. I hate when I hear that criticism of products that it's automatically bad because it's low end. Grants is certainly a fine product. I've had much worse. Yeah, I'm really interested in getting into Grants. Excited, actually. Blake TV, I love me some Taka. David Simmons says, good morning, Ronald. I actually prefer Clan McGregor more than any Dewar's special age release. Uh-oh. Hey, David said that. I ain't said that on the internet. David Simmons said that on the internet. But no joke, I would get into Dewar's, yeah, and buy all the varieties. But I can't buy everything all at once. I mean, what I'm going to do, wrap myself up in a sheet and lay on the floor and then get up and every hour do a video and be like Howard Hughes? You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. I will try the products. Every now and then I'll do a video. And okay, it's impossible. I cannot review everything. I cannot try everything. I cannot taste challenge everything. Just little pinpricks. That's all I can do. Like a little pinprick. Try this, try that. And then you can't. I went to Walmart today. You say, I know you said that 4 times already. I know, I get that. All right, I'm doing a taste challenge. I'm trying whiskey, so you start talking a lot. But anyway, I went over there, and I said, oh, I could never try all these single malt. Just the single malt scotch. How would I ever keep up with that? You say, well, every year you can go back. But every year they're going to have like 5 new varieties, and they're going to retire 3. Then they're going to have 4 new varieties. They're going to retire 2. They're going to have 3 new varieties and retire 6. You know, so you can't keep up. It is not possible. It cannot happen. You will never do it. Okay. I'm sorry. You can get depressed, downtrodden, discombobulated, whatever, but you cannot keep up. I used to think that with beer. People were racing ahead of me. I said, I got to try everything. Then I realized, I said, I cannot. It cannot happen. Okay, is Crown Royal the winner? Well, yeah, it's the winner because it is honestly better. It has a bolder flavor, a richer flavor. I don't care what they say, rich and rare. It ain't rich and it ain't rare. It has a more like quality flavor. They're using 50 different whiskeys. You know, rich and rare ain't using 50 different whiskeys. If they're using 10 different whiskeys, I'd be shocked. Okay, but to put it in perspective, is rich and rare bad? You say, well, it's $8.47 a bottle. Only drunks, alcoholics, scumbags, and fools, morons, and idiots drink it. Not to mention imbeciles. No, I don't believe that. Are you going to impress friends and family drinking it? No. But it's not bad. I look how much I have left. What I got enough for two taste challenges. Maybe. Yeah, I guess so. Never at any point did I drink this and think this is bad. Never. I thought, well, it's kind of questionable. It's sort of like, you know what I mean? Like you know what I mean. But I never said it's bad, horrible, it's filth, trash, garbage. I'm not going to say that. I'm sorry. It's got its little crown. It's Canada. Canada is a kingdom. They have a queen. The United States has a president. A president. What are we going to put? A suit? Right? I mean, what do you do for a president? Put a suit and a tie? They put crowns. Crowns are pretty. A mortician wears a suit and a tie. So, all right. Now, but here's the clincher. Oh, more comments. Oh, love me some taco. Good. Oh, yeah, I read that. Hi, Ronnie, says Eric Hawk. And then Alex the Beer Master says, good afternoon, Ronald. Well, still morning here, but I'm about to go eat those red beans. Good morning, Alex. And join us. But really the question of the hour is, does Crown Royal justify, let's see how much that is, 11 and 3 is 14 and a half, $14.53, 52 cents. Does Crown Royal really justify $14.52 a bottle more? I'm going to tell you the truth. I can't really see that. I'm sorry. I mean, Diageo might plot against me and do it up. I'm sorry. I cannot see that. I cannot see paying $14.52 more. It's better. I'm sure the quality control is probably better. It's got a prettier bottle. I mean, if you go, Crown Royal wants you to know about it. Like, we want to tell you about Crown Royal. Sit down and watch a video. We want to talk about Crown Royal. Let's spend some time on Crown Royal. All right, all of that. Buffalo Trace don't want you to know about Rich and Rare. All right, if you go to Buffalo Trace on a tour, let's say after Corovis is over, if it ever ends, we the people might have to end it. You know what I mean? But anyway, but let's just say for the sake of argument, you go on a tour of Buffalo Trace. And they got the old folksy guy doing the tour. Hello, folks. Welcome to Buffalo Trace Distillery over here in Frankfort, Kentucky, in the hills of Kentucky. Oh, the bluegrass, Kentucky. Let's play a banjo and a mandolin rain. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is, and all of that. And then you're like, okay, let's wear a straw hat and eat some cornbread and go see Ma. But then you're over there saying, yeah, okay. But then you ask the guy, say, anyone got any questions, folks? And you say, yeah, I got a question. And he says, yeah. What can I help you with, buddy? You say, can I see the area where y'all do Rich and Rare, bottle of Rich and Rare? He's going to say, he's going to grab that little phone and say, I need a security personnel and come up to floor 3 in the visitor area, section 1. And they're going to say, let's go. Come on. And you say, what? I just asked what the guy asked. Let's go. The man asked me if I wanted to ask a question. I asked, could I see the Rich and Rare area? Let's go. You want us to drag you out? You coming out? And that's what's going to happen. So, I mean, I'm not trying to experience that kind of tourist interaction. So when I went on the tour, I kept a straight face. I smiled, and, I went along with it. I'm not going to ask those kind of inconvenient questions. Go to Buffalo Trace, ask about bourbon, ask about barrels, ask about aging, ask about mellowing, ask about Blanton's, ask about Blanton's, ask about Pappy Van Winkle, ask about Blanton's, ask about Pappy Van Winkle, ask about Blanton's, and then ask about Pappy Van Winkle and Eagle Rare. But if you start talking about Rich and Rare, they're going to escort you off the property. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm gonna let you pay the extra $14.52 for Crown Royal. Then my boss, I'm saying I'm just gonna. It's kind of ironic in a way, because when I started doing this taste challenge series, and I got one left, and I think that's going to be a real challenge. I think Rich and Rare Reserve is going to really battle. I mean, really battle. Not like, well, if you consider price. I just think it's going to battle. But when I started this, you remember a month ago, I said, oh, Crown Royal is going to destroy all these other ones. It's going to be like a rampage through the brands. But actually, as it turns out, it really wasn't a rampage, and it didn't destroy them. So I guess I have a lot of thinking to do about Crown Royal. You say, well, look at that bottle. You've been doing a lot of thinking so far, haven't you? I've been doing a lot of thinking. Got a lot of thinking left to do. So that's closing that up. Now, anybody want to see what I bought at Walmart? I didn't go to Walmart because I was bored. Anybody want to see what I bought? Because this is a new series I'm starting up. Anybody want to see? Anyone? 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 Because I bought it at Walmart today. Got a great price. Anyone going once? Anyone going twice? Oh, yes, I would like to see it, says Alex. Okay, says Ryan. Okay. Well, since you insisted, I bought this. Established in 1897. Well, I got to do my research because you know how to. It says the softer side of the Highlands. But I didn't want to hear that. I want to hear about the stronger and bold and hard to take side of the Highlands. I like strong, bold, and hard to take. Oh, well, it was $30 after tax. After tax. After tax. Yes, let's see it. Says, okay, everybody. Okay, all right. Tomatin Highland Single Malt Scotch Whiskey from Dualcas Cultural Heritage since 1897. Bourbon and virgin oak casks, matured in a combination of ex-bourbon, typical, and virgin oak casks, not so typical. Whiskey, Cons of Whiskey Distiller of the Year in 2016. Oh, Icons. Let's say Icons of Whiskey in 2017. I don't know about those awards. This is called Tomatin. And what do I know about Tomatin? About as much as you know, which is nothing. Well, you might know a lot more than me. Oh, and they go on and on, on and on. I'm going to have to research it. Imported Princeton, Minnesota. 86 proof. Oh, good. It's not that doggone 80 proof. Well, let's look at it. Coming out the bottle. $30 after tax. After tax. Yes. Whoa, this is a fat bottle. Have I seen this already? Y'all got to tell me. I don't know anything about Tomatin Distillery. It's nice embossed. It's embossed. It's, you can feel it. It says Highland Single Malt Scotch Whiskey, Dualcas Cultural Heritage. Time in bourbon barrels and virgin oak cask brings a light sweetness to our single malt, which boasts aromas of vanilla, marshmallows, pineapple, and lemon. Okay. Bourbon. Okay. No. 86 proof. Okay. $27 plus tax, $30 and $30.42. I'm sorry, $30.42. I never saw that before. Neither me, but I'm gonna do some research. I'm about to do some research. The only thing that's got me a little nervous is it said the softer side of the Highlands. I ain't shooting for soft. I'm shooting for intense. But anyway. Oh well. Thanks for watching this video production, and that's it. And Crown Royal wins another pirate victory. I say a pirate victory because I just don't see it. I don't see the $13, $14, $15 more per bottle. I just don't see it. You might see it. I don't see it. It's pretty, The bottle's pretty, you know. Yeah. How do you do, Ronald Rue? I'm fine, Beer Hound. How do you do over there at 9:47 a.m. in California? And then Partusius Maximus says Crown Royal rules. Crown Royal rules. Yes, it does, actually. Look at your sales figures. It truly rules the Canadian whiskey world. All right, that's it. Thank you.